Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I make cheesecake in the Instapot. So what you'll be needing for the crust is 120 grams of honey graham crumbs, 3 to 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted, 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar. For the cheesecake batter, I'll be using 250 grams of cream cheese at room temperature, 2 large eggs at room temperature, 2/3 cups of white sugar, half cup of sour cream room temperature, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And I'll be using a 7 by 3 inch spring foam pan. So let's get started. So now we're going to be mixing our graham crumbs and our brown sugar together in a small bowl using a fork. So now we're going to add our butter. And we're going to mix until our mixture sticks together. So now my graham crumbs are all stuck together. So make sure you grease your pan, and we are going to be putting in our graham crumbs into the pan. Now we're going to spread it with a spoon, and now you're going to want to get something with a flat surface and gently smoothen it out. We are now going to put this in the freezer for about 10 minutes, and while it's in the freezer, we're going to prepare our cheesecake batter. So now we're going to start on our cheesecake batter. So first we're going to be mixing in our sugar and our cornstarch. And now you're going to mix it. So now you're going to want to get another bowl, and we're going to be putting in our cream cheese. And now we're going to beat the cream cheese for 1 minute with a hand mixer using low speed. Now we're going to add our sugar and cornstarch mixture. And we're going to beat it for 1 minute on low speed. So now we're going to add in our sour cream. And now we're going to beat it for 1 minute on low speed. And now we're going to add in 1 egg. And we're going to beat it for a few seconds. And now we're going to add the other egg. And we're going to beat it for a few seconds. Now we're going to scrape down the sides of the bowl and fold a few times to make sure everything is fully mixed. Now we're going to pour the cheesecake batter into the pan. So now we're going to remove the air bubbles for a smooth surface. So we are going to lift the pan and gently tap it to the counter. You can see that the air bubbles are rising. I'm making a sling for my pan so it's easier to remove it after. And that's how you make a sling. Now we're going to get ready to cook it in the Instapot. So I already have my trivet in the pot. So now we're going to add about 1 cup of cold water into the pot. So now I'm going to put the cheesecake into the Instapot. Now we're going to put on the lid. Make sure that your Instapot is on sealing. So now we're going to do a high pressure cook for about 26 minutes. Now we're going to do a full natural release. It'll take about 7 minutes. So the pin has dropped. If the pin hasn't dropped within 7 minutes, then just wait for it to drop. So now we're going to open it. Once you have removed it from the pot, you can let it cool off. If you notice that there's a lot of condensation, then you can take a paper towel or a cloth and lightly dab it. If you notice that there's a lot of condensation, you can take a cloth and clean it gently. Then you can grab a paper towel or a cloth and absorb it. Once it is done releasing the natural gas,